Today you'll be able to write an equation in slope-intercept form when given the slope and y-intercept. The work for today is an IXL grade 10 L8. In this question, it says the line's y-intercept is 0 and the slope is 5. So what we already know is that the equation in slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b, where the y-intercept is the last number and the slope is the m, or the number before the x. So all we do is substitute the number in the sentence into the equation. So we would write this as y equals 5x plus 0. Okay, now because we have a plus 0 at the end, we wouldn't necessarily write that, because we would never say the number is 7 plus 0, because it would just be 7. So we leave it out when it says 0. So the answer for this specific question would be y equals 5x. Okay, this question is similar. It tells you in the question what to look for. It says the y-intercept is 11 and the slope is 13. So we need to write this in slope-intercept form. So the equation we use is y equals mx plus b. Okay, and what we know is that the slope is represented by the letter m, and the y-intercept is the last number, the b value. So we just substitute the numbers in the sentence into the equation. So our equation is going to look like y equals 13x plus 11. Okay, so the slope is 13 and the y-intercept is 11. The equation is y equals 13x plus 11. Okay, example 3. Similarly, it tells us that the y-intercept is -6 and the slope is 1. So when we think of our equation in slope-intercept form, we write y equals mx plus b. The slope is the letter m, or 1, and the y-intercept is b, or -6. So now we just substitute the numbers where the letters are. So we would write this as y equals 1x minus 6. Now you would never say 1 times 7 or 1 times x. You would just simplify this to y equals x, because 1 times x is x, minus 6. So your answer would be y equals x minus 6. Okay, in summary, remember that the y-intercept goes last, the slope goes before the x, and remember to include the sign. So if the sign is negative, you have to include the negative sign, or if the sign is positive, include the positive sign. All right, your work for today is IXL grade 10 L8.